Here's 1st and 10.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
On play action, here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
On 1st down, here's Williams.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Williams.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Williams going to look to throw again.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Lucas Van Ness
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Love. Watson making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that, because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true, because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.